What the fuck?
Oh, you.
Well, that was a
shit.
short.
Just a lovely fucking intro. I love it.
I like that intro too, but I think at the end, if you had the picture with the chicken shooting the egg out the back end, would be funny.
You want me to do extra editing? I don't feel like
Yeah.
it. Maybe
Oh,
later.
you're an editor,
Yeah, have
editor in
Hey,
chief,
Hey,
Sarah.
don't act like you
Yeah.
edited that
He's
whole
the fucking-
thing.
She's the meme queen.
I helped you.
There's the meme
No, I
queen.
mean I'd have to read. Well,
Hey,
no, I mean I
Nos.
don't feel like be editing it right now to put that at the end. That's what I'm saying, GG.
Very nice.
Maybe later, but not right now. But hell yeah, you helped me edit that thing. I would never deny that. You have the skills I lack. You right?
Mhm.
Anyways, well,
Looking
take over
forward
your
to
show and
Tuesday,
both of you.
Nos.
Well,
Yeah, me too.
Sorry about that, Gigi.
Yeah, what-
Hey, Gigi. Let's just announce it now then. I'm going to have a show coming up where I feature Wally,
Oh
Walt,
God.
and Gigi together with a guest, and you'll both be on there, hopefully.
Yeah.
And Nos, yep.
Naughty.
Nos, she's so brilliant. I've got to have her on almost every stream.
Well, you and Walt have fun with her.
Why not you? Camera shy?
Obviously not.
William.
You can throw me a pity show. It's all good.
It's not a pity show.
No, it's all right, brother.
Oh, you make things sound so bad. You bust my. No. Every chance you get, right?
That's right.
He's the ball buster.
That's right.
That's awesome. We need the
You
ball
guys only hired
buster.
him. Listen, he busted my balls so hard I don't have any anymore.
Well,
Watch
you
out,
know
guys.
what it is. Will just likes to play with balls.
Well, I
I
just don't like to be left out. But that's
Well, you're
okay.
not. You weren't intentionally left out.
I understand. We talked about it. We don't got to go through it again. We're good. I love you. Don't worry.
Aw, family. Aw.
No,
Shut up.
we all love
Hey,
you
back.
you shut up. Silly. Fuck off.
Up yours. Right now?
All right.
Bye.
You first.
We was going through
I
clips
saw-
before the show, and
I
we're
thought we
going to
did
break.
clips after the show.
We're going to do a CERN show on CERN.
Yeah,
Hydrogen
I know a little
collider.
bit about CERN.
Yeah, we're going to save
Me
that one
too.
for a whole show on its own.
That's
So
awesome.
our first one.
CERN
first
has
one,
a. Hey, Walt.
yeah,
CERN has a lot of conspiracies around it.
yeah.
They don't talk much
Without-
about what they're doing there, though. So, what
Well,
do they
you should
expect?
hear what they say at the beginning of it. That kind of got me thinking, and I don't want to spoil it, but there's something at the beginning that they say that kind of freaked me out.
Yep.
So-
Yeah,
What you're
there
talking
are
about,
some
Will.
weird things at CERN. Yeah.
Definitely freak out at what they say there.
Well,
Something-
it's
not freak
a
out, but
result of
Very
the
interesting.
last few times they ran it, and you'll see.
Yep. Even this little kid picked it up. A little kid, 12, 13 years old, picked it up.
Hey, Brandy. Hope you're feeling better.
That's not the right Brandy, is it?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, it is.
that, why is her name different
Yes.
on my chat? On my phone,
Randy Phillips.
her name is something different on my phone.
Sometimes it
Is any-
uses the at, like their channel at name.
I have no
I
idea
noticed
what
that
that
sometimes.
means.
Okay.
That means that her last name is not the same in my messenger when I chat with her. I don't know if she wants that name given out, but just to let you know, I'm not going to say it. It starts with
Randy-
Brandlefly.
okay. It must be her maiden name, Brandy's, and then there's a name, and then Phillips. Okay, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, he is. I can't stand when the hospital. I had spinal surgery yesterday. On my lumbar have been fused. Yeah, I've had my lumbar and my neck fused. No fun. Yes, but the fun part is the meds. Hey, I've had my lumbar and my neck fused. No fun. Yes, but the fun part is the meds. Why don't I shut up?
I hear.
You got to turn off the volume.
I know that.
Oh, okay. I was looking to see if I
Fucking
had
A.
Facebook playing on
They're
top
the mom.
of the StreamYard.
Yes, get well soon, Brandy. Brandy,
Love you, girl.
this is
You're my
this is
sister.
for you. I'm not going to do any, but this is your healing. Timble. All right.
Hulk, you need to quit smashing the toilet and getting that crap everywhere. Jeez.
Bedtime here
Okay.
now. I will listen. Brandy, hope your recovering goes well. This is Carrie Ann. UFO Man says, happy birthday, Jim. But he could say it right here. Happy
Thank
birthday,
you.
Jim. Hey, Nos, why
Thank
don't you
you.
come on up here?
I'm 20 years
Or
younger
are you
than-
at the dungeon too?
No, she's not there.
Okay.
21
Who
birthday.
remembers?
I like it.
Does anybody ever study up on a harp?
Bosco and George.
On harp?
Ooh, harp.
Harp.
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I
Okay.
understand
I
harp.
was reading in
Forever trolling.
I don't know. I was reading in a fucking post, and they say to discern the harp, which ain't supposed to be working now.
Matt,
That
Sure
in
is.
the radar pictures, you will see a 45-degree angle, and you will see round circle angles.
hop up online with us, Nos.
So this
This
next one here,
This is a
I was
subject
going
matter
through
that you may be, only
and
that you
pulled up.
will be a. Hold on one second. Nos, that you would be a good
That's
authority
awesome.
on. So please feel free to come on. Nobody has invited
Hey,
you,
Walt.
so I will
Yeah.
send this to Nos.
She's
What do we
got
got here, Tim?
keys.
You got
Well,
one to bust this?
sometimes people don't.
Hold on a second on the video. Hey, Walt,
Yeah,
in regards to HARP,
yeah.
it has been reactivated in the last 2 years, the one up in Alaska.
Yep.
And
What's
HARP is
scary
all
is I've
HARP,
heard it's never been.
HARP is
this
all
high.
over the world. HARP is all over the world. Japan is building a CERN collider. Also, in Switzerland, where CERN is, they're building a second collider, which is 3 times larger than the original.
Damn.
How are
Yay.
And the
Tell me there's
original
no underground
17
freaking
miles up
tunnel.
here.
HARP
Oh.
is being run by the NSA now, and it hasn't been turned
whole
on.
world.
It hasn't been turned off. No, according to
All the
HARP, the
scientists are from
NSA
around the
runs
world,
it.
aren't they?
At least the one, at least the arrays that are in America, the NSA
But now
runs.
here's you a 45-degree angle.
I heard I actually
that?
read something recently, Gigi, where they reactivated them a couple of years ago.
Oh.
And
Yeah,
the one
that
that
was kind of a cover up to
Yeah, that's
the one that
they've
they're
all-
really using is the mobile ones that they got on like barges. They got one outside of Hawaii and they got one outside of LA on the ocean.
Wow. That's
They're
interesting.
mobile HARP units.
Hmm.
And they control the weather. They
Does anybody know
have
if this is fake or
weaponized the
not?
weather.
Yep.
I think that Bermuda Triangle was them testing shit. That's just my opinion.
So
They
if
do
they
know
can
what
do
it is,
this,
and they're causing
if they
it.
can do this
That's just my opinion.
and this right
I
here,
think-
they can make it
I think
rain where they
Bermuda-
want to.
Oh,
They
yeah.
can make it rain
That's
where they want to.
They can make it not
There's
rain
a
where they
45
want to too. That's why a lot of
Right.
people think that the drought in California is deliberate.
Oh, yeah. The
Yeah,
fact that we
I
haven't had a
heard
season
somebody.
yet, it's
Okay, I
like
can turn that one
every
off.
day you can get one a
Now-
little bit of each
Hi,
season.
Matt.
That's
Oh,
weird.
Matthew, what up, kiddo?
How you doing,
If
bro?
I-
How's your mouth?
Hey, Matt,
Still in
home?
pain. My surgery got moved back, so
You're what?
it's all good. But
surgery.
what are we
Jaw
talking about?
surgery.
What are we talking about? What
HARP.
science
was
stuff we talking
HARP.
about today?
Yeah, what were you saying? Your
Oh, we're
partner
talking
moved
about all
back.
kinds of shit today. UFOs.
What's that mean?
CERN, HARP.
You use a partner?
The
If you
other
ever look
day,
at the logo for CERN, it's 3 6s in a concentric circle.
Interesting. Oh, wait, what's in 3 circles? Or 3 sixes?
The
CERN.
CERN logo.
The CERN logo. Yes, I forgot. I keeping about what Matt said. Good. I got my partner back. Are you
yay!
happy about that?
Matthew.
I
Sarah?
is here with y'all, fam.
Yes.
Okay, before we go any further, let's get
No worries,
Jimbo.
brother.
Let's sing happy
Glad
birthday.
you're
to
here.
Jimbo
Glad you
here.
got a smile on your face. All that good stuff.
Jimbo.
I got plenty of
Jimbo.
pain pills, so I'm good.
There you go, my man.
Time to sing
Yep.
happy
Right.
birthday.
I got plenty of Valium and yeah, I'm good.
Oh, let's do the happy birthday jingle.
Don't I
Everybody
have a,
ready?
Hey, Matt.
wait, hold on a second.
Happy
Hold on.
birthday to you, Jim.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday
Happy.
to Jim.
Happy
Happy birthday
dear Jimbo.
to
to you, Jimbo.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday, dear Jim.
Jim.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday
to you.
to you.
And don't let
Thank
Sarah
you.
lay an egg on you.
But yeah, please
All right.
don't. Gross.
No, no, don't have cake with bird seed.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Thank you. I wish all of you to have a good night.
Right?
We love you, Jimbo.
Thank you guys. Love you all too.
Love you, Jim
yeah.
Flo.
Bimbo the Bimbo.
Yeah.
Give him with it. When my cruise ship fart.
I mean,
Nice. Thanks, everybody.
You're welcome, brother.
you're fucking you a dick, you Taco Bell loving Old Spice drinking son of a bitch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop that one.
Yeah. Call that one ASAP.
We
Let it
still
fly.
can't get Noth up here. That's weird.
I am the werewolf.
She said she had to restart her
What's
computer
that?
or some shit.
Okay, Sarah, thank you.
Are we streaming on 2 channels?
No, we're only
We
on
are
Walt's
streaming
channel.
at 4K, sir.
Why does it say
4K.
live like that? Live 7 and then
Because
live
somebody
6.
put that up there like that. I don't know why they did that.
That was
It's
the
been like
only
that for
way
a
I
while.
could have put it.
What?
Live
I've
one.
got Mad Echo in my headset.
Hey, by the way, your ticker isn't moving.
No, that is
Yeah.
from me and Jim's show a long time ago.
Uh,
That's an old background.
Oh,
Yeah,
gotcha.
no,
Yeah.
the ticker.
No.
Yes, it's a screenshot.
Oh, the
It's
The
fucking
a
background is a
screen.
screenshot.
Why didn't you save it as a?
I tried to at the bottom of it. I tried to get the whole thing in there.
Look, you don't have to
Commentary.
answer.
Yeah.
And I edited
Yeah.
this. I
There we
fixed
go.
all the misspellings and made it make
Yeah,
sense.
commentary spelled wrong.
Well, thank you. Now I can fix it.
Well, the last one isn't, but the first one is.
I'm
Uh-oh,
just hearing Mad
somebody's
Echo
here.
in my head.
Okay, let's
Oh,
let Sarah
okay.
bring her up. That way I don't knock her back down.
You
Sarah,
forgot
bring her
the
up.
N.
Yeah, I
Oh,
see
she
it.
can bring herself up. Yeah.
Sarah, do your security job. Hurry.
Sarah.
All I hear is
What
everybody
are we
echoing in my
paying you
head.
for, Sarah?
God.
Nothing. I can't hear you guys. So all I hear is feedback in my head.
You
All I
know
keep
what's
hearing
kind
is
of
feedback.
freaky, Matt? Sarah's on top of you.
I know, right?
Sarah.
Crap.
Ah, now Jimbo and Will's on top of me. Dog pile.
Dog pile. I like being
Oh,
on
Sarah's
the
on top of
bottom.
me.
It's
Oh,
how-
God.
It's how Matt
Well,
prefers it.
smash.
What did you say,
I feel
Sarah?
like
I said that's how Matt prefers it, with Jim and Gigi on top of him.
Oh yeah.
hey, I can hold up multiple bodies easily. It's okay.
Thank you.
Where
I'm in good hands.
Hi, Nos.
Hello.
Nice.
Glad to have you on screen.
How do you do?
Nice.
Doing
How
good.
do you do?
So
I
okay,
do
I got
quite
a
well.
question. Tim,
Yeah.
the other day, well, it was more like last week. I was above my house and everything. There was a 3-dot like light going up, like horizontally. Then there was 3 other lights on top of that, shaped like a spearhead on top of it, like an old phalanx spearhead. You know, it didn't go like a triangle, but it made a point and 2 circles around the middle dot. And they were all blinking multiple different color lights.
Wow.
And that's never happened before. And I didn't get a video or anything of it. But
Ask Nos what that might be.
yeah, Nos, Y'all
Yeah.
two are the UFO people. Y'all know this theme.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Most of the vessels that you see are drones,
Yeah.
non
Did you look
piloted.
it up on Sky Map to make sure it wasn't Jupiter like I did the other night?
Oh no, like it looked like a spear, like shaped like a spear.
So did Jupiter.
Hmm.
And Uranus was right next to it. It looked like somebody dangling a white Christmas light in the sky.
Oh no. It looked like a old like pre pre-Trojan War era spear, like failing spear
Gotcha.
head.
Hey, Unknown, good to see you.
But what were you going to say, you Nos?
I was saying that the majority of the activity that's seen nowadays is
Yeah.
drone ships.
Right.
They're there for monitoring. There's a lot of stuff we're keeping track of.
Okay.
Because we're coming up on a chain of really bad things.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stuff we're having to keep track of to essentially prevent the 6 apocalypses.
Okay, so it wasn't like a mothership or whatever, like with that shape. Or
Not likely,
whatever.
no.
Okay.
Something like that is probably actually one of the hubs that launches multiple drones.
Okay. Because I've never seen that, and it was multiple different lights, and
What color lights?
one was green, like the tip of it was like an orangey, like dark orange to a bright white. The one on the left was kind of like a silver white. The one on the right was like a light green and white. Then the ones going straight down, like the shaft of the spear was all just regular white lights.
Hmm.
So I don't know. Y'all know, you know me. I'm a cryptid person.
How
I
far
don't.
away was it from you?
It was probably like if you're looking at it, it was probably about maybe like if you're looking up at the moon, because the moon was, you know, clear as it is tonight, and it was probably about maybe if you look at it, probably about maybe 5 to 10 inches away from the moon.
Oh, so it was way out in space. So how big do you
Yeah.
think it might have been?
Looking at it with just your bare eye, it probably made maybe 2 inches long from tip to bottom.
If it
And
was a few inches long from tip to bottom and it was near
yeah,
the moon,
That
that
would
had
be
to
thousands
be
of miles.
gigantic.
Yeah.
yeah. So like, but the colors, like it, each color was a different speed from each other. Like
Right.
the orange one was probably about 2 or 3 seconds where it would go from orange to white.
Mhm.
The grayish white was probably about maybe a 5 second delay. The green to white was probably about maybe in between 2 to 3 seconds. It was faster than the other two. Then the
And
other ones were just slow blinking like every 10 seconds.
was the orange one on the bottom?
No, it was the tip. It was
It
the
was the
tip of the
tip.
spear.
Okay. Then was it moving downward?
No, it was just the only ones that
Sorry,
moved
Richard
was the
Dean.
gray one and the green one. Like they were. It looked like a T, then it shaped into the old failing sphere head, like a
Right.
teardrop shape. And
Okay, so they were moving around. So it
yeah,
sounds like
well,
a
no,
flight of something.
when they moved, like the two, the gray one and the green one moved to the very tip, the very top white one, and then the other two bottom ones made the rest of the spear shaft,
Mhm.
but it was like a teardrop shape towards the very top white light, and it didn't move after that. Like it just got into a position, and that was it.
Right.
So I don't know.
Hey, Nos, do you think it was letting him see it? Or do you
Well, I
think
mean,
it was unintentional?
Well, at that elevation, it's something where it would be letting everyone see it. Because
Yeah.
That's what I
you know,
was
the,
thinking.
the,
Yeah.
the distance to the moon, the whole hemisphere would see it.
There was
I mean,
actually
it would have
three
to be-
other cars that stopped on the road when I was going to the gas station and everything, see if I could get a clearer view of it. There was three other cars on the side of the road filming it. So I don't know if it's on social media or what, but
Right.
yeah. So, but it was weird. Like it took probably about, it took from me driving to the gas station, which is about a 10-minute drive from where I live, to get into that position.
That's what
What-
she
Get up out of here, raccoon.
What state?
Texas.
Okay.
Spring Branch.
to get into that position. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm bigger than you, raccoon. Don't you be.
You got raccoons, we got possums.
Ooh.
Oh.
I'm back. I feel
You
better
know
now.
how raccoons try to intimidate somebody? They get up
Are
on
you
their back
lighter,
legs
Sarah?
like a bear.
And you put
Yes,
their
they-
arms out to the side. Looks so cute. Yeah, they're ready.
Yeah. So that's why I'm standing up now, is because to show that raccoon I'm bigger than it.
Yeah.
But anyways,
Okay, well,
yeah.
anyway, yeah, tonight was a birthday show, so let's
Yes.
get on with the
Yeah.
festivities of the birthday show.
Yeah.
Let's get on
Shall
with the
we?
birthday party.
And let me do something here. All right. Hey, hey there, buddy. No, that's not what I'm trying to do. There we go. Got it. All right, sweet.
Okay.
We're good. All right. Hey, what's up, Paris, Mana?
Everybody wish Jimbo a secondary happy birthday in
Yeah.
chat.
Secondary happy birthday.
Yes.
Aw, secondary one. Why am I hearing echo in my headphones again?
You're probably going to have to reset it. Reset it
Tell me
to.
I have to kick. All right, guys. All right. It was fine.
You'll have to
I go leave,
reconnect
I
it
come
with
back.
StreamYard.
But I kept it right the first time. It's just all of a sudden I'm getting echo again. It cleared up
Yeah.
and it's back. Why? All right, I'll be right back.
Because
Guys.
of the Bluetooth sucks with, if it's a Bluetooth set,
No.
it sucks with StreamYard.
No. All right.
Mhm.
I
Get
know.
the hell up out of here.
I didn't hear an echo, so I don't know what it was.
I didn't hear an echo.
Something on her, sorry.
This next clip I got is really fucking good. It's 4 minutes long. And it's pretty cool. I've been trying to find it for a long time to show Tim.
Don't want to
And
hurt
seeing
you.
Tim is here. Yeah, we're ready to rock on this one.
Okay.
And Nelsie's here, so here we go.
Yeah.
Two of the best minds in one place I've ran across.
Thank you.
Me and
Right.
Jim was talking about this like 2 or 3 times over the last year.
Is the moon an artificial alien satellite? Over the years, it has been scientifically observed that the Earth's moon holds some strange characteristics. The moon is the fifth largest natural satellite in the solar system. It is believed to have been created by a giant impact between the young Earth and a Mars-sized body. After examination, it has been noted that the moon is apparently in the wrong orbit for its size, according to its current assumed density. Astronomy data indicates that the internal regions of the moon are less dense than the outer, giving rise to the inevitable speculation that it could be hollow. Some of these claims come from the fact that when meteors strike the moon, it rings like a bell. More specifically, when the Apollo crew, on November 20, 1969, released the lunar module, after returning to the orbiter, the module impact with the moon caused their seismic equipment to register a continuous reverberation like a bell for more than an hour. In July of 1970, members of the then Soviet Academy of Sciences, Michael Vassin and Alexander Sherbakov, proposed the spaceship moon theory. The pseudoscientific theory claims that the Earth's moon may actually be an alien spacecraft. Vassin and Sherbakov's thesis was that the moon is a hollowed-out planetoid created by unknown beings with technology far superior to any on Earth. Huge machines would have been used to melt rock and form large cavities within the moon. The moon would, therefore, consist of a hull-like inner shell and an outer shell made from metallic rocky slag. The spaceship moon.
Hey, Nos.
Yeah.
You've heard that old bit before about the ringing on the moon
Mhm.
that lasted forever and ever, or
For an
lasts
hour
for a while.
and there's 2 minutes.
Is that what's your take on that? Because I've heard that for in the recent few years, but I've never heard that any time in my whole life.
Mhm.
When I was
What's your opinion on the ringing of the moon?
It was synthetically created.
Because it's made of mainly phosphorus, right? Like phosphorus and potash.
No,
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
some other
potassium
sorry.
ash. It's not
Yeah, the
really.
rest
There's
of us
nothing up there that
it's
can.
only half of this. Yeah.
it's
So-
a construct that was created from the asteroid belt that's past Mars.
Now, could there be an asteroid pieces that landed on it, and if they hit it, it rang because of the exotic material? That's way more plausible to me.
It's not because of the exotic material. It's actually a pretty straightforward science that was used for creating it.
No. I'm just saying, if they're, if you go up to the moon right now and bang it with a ball peen hammer, I doubt it's going to ring. But maybe there was a piece of an original meteor from, an old as fuck one, and maybe they hit that, and that would be an exotic metal ring, maybe there's a lot of
How
that
would the whole
littered
thing
about.
vibrate off of that though? That doesn't. Yeah. For the
I
whole
got a
thing to
Who
vibrate, not
knows?
just that
Who
one
knows what
spot.
kind of properties alien meteorite material might have on it? You
Yeah.
know?
It tells
I
the
have a-
age of the rocks here in a minute.
I have a question
Was then
about
placed
that.
into orbit around.
Okay, here's the thing. If it's as hollow and everything as the scientists are saying and stuff, we have the technology to find a person living in a hole in the middle of God knows where. All right? We have the technology to send messages from space back to Earth and receive it. Why haven't we sent a simple sonar droid that is controlled by an RC remote? We spend millions upon millions of dollars on these solar rovers and everything. Why can't we do the same thing with a sonar droid that they use to find hidden cave systems here on Earth? If we could put a sonar droid on the moon and map out the whole entire thing of the moon, we would understand what we're doing instead of taking these hypotheses and these theories and juggling it together just to make it sound like a plausible fruit salad.
Well, don't
These
they have
people-
LiDAR of the moon, Nos?
I don't think they've done a lidar scan of it.
No,
They've done satellite imaging for
Yeah.
3D mapping, just regular satellite visual imaging.
yeah, just the
Yeah.
the surface part.
Yeah, but even the lidar isn't going to penetrate down far enough to see through the shell.
It won't.
It doesn't do it here on Earth either. You don't even know
No,
it's
it
recorded
just
on Earth.
it's
Yes,
lidar essentially separates the readings of the organic matter from the mineral matter.
Yeah,
So
yeah, the
you can see
lidar
through
will. Yeah,
you can see through jungle canopies and stuff like that to see the ground that's below.
but what about the T-64 sonar droids that we use to find underground underground cavern systems and
Yeah,
everything?
like the
That would puncture it, wouldn't it?
ground penetrating radar is much better for mapping that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
But
why?
navigation to be able to take readings requires covering a large area to
Yeah,
map out something like that. So, you know, the thing is that when they have no way to know where the thinnest or thickest areas are on the moon's
right.
shell, then they have no way to even target where to land something like that to try to take readings.
I
And
would, I would, I would do the deepest meteor crater. Like,
right,
I mean, if you hit the deepest meteor crater, I mean, you've got to penetrate, a couple of thousands of feet of soil, like,
But that's something else too. With the craters that hit it, they all seem to be the same depth.
yeah,
No
Yep,
matter how big or
that's
small it is,
yep.
that's the thing that's like, that
yeah,
doesn't make sense. If it's a planet, each of those impacts should be different, but they're
right.
all, when you
They're the
fly over,
same.
they're all that
Yeah.
same
It's
depth.
but
So
what
that
about
says something.
Well,
what
what's
about the
that?
Grand Canyon on the moon? Like,
Yeah.
why can't we just drop a droid in there? I mean, what would lose $3 million to drop a droid in there and have it just radio controlled navigate it? Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. We have supposedly the smartest people in the world working for NASA and all these,
I think they do know, they just don't want to say it because they're scared themselves. Like,
fuck
yeah,
them.
It's
people,
Sorry
it's
for saying it, but
yeah,
they need to grow some balls.
yeah,
Yep.
they've already postulated a theory, but they don't want to generate anything that provides the evidence for it.
Right.
exactly.
Like,
It makes money. Why
And
would they?
All right,
They need
well,
to know more money
put
for
it,
it.
well,
It's true.
put in a fault, it's yours. All you, I'm sitting back, shutting up.
but sorry, that's just my hypothesis. You need a normal person with, basic thinking to do it.
Yes. Agreed. Yep.
yeah, go ahead and spin it up, Walt.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Spaceship Moon was then placed into orbit around the Earth. Proponents of this theory point to the increased reports and pictures of UFOs taken by NASA on their missions to the Moon. The Moon has tens of thousands of craters of various sizes covering the surface. However, all of the craters have the same depth. This suggests to scientists that there may be some sort of metallic barrier underneath the surface protecting it from damage. It has been found that asteroids and meteors not only create shallow craters on the Moon's surface, but produce a convex floor to the crater instead of concave as expected, supporting the idea of a rigid shell. The Moon is far older than previously expected, maybe even older than the Earth or the Sun. The oldest age for the Earth is estimated to be 4.6 billion years old, while Moon rocks were dated at 5.3 billion years. The chemical composition of the dust upon which the rocks sit is remarkably different from the rocks themselves. This indicates that the lunar surface may have been moved from somewhere else and placed on the Moon. Some of the Moon's craters originated internally, yet there is no indication that the Moon was ever hot enough to produce volcanic eruptions. Hundreds of moonquakes are recorded each year that cannot be attributed to meteor strikes. Some of the quakes seem to follow a specific schedule. The Moon's crust is much harder than originally presumed. When NASA was recorded drilling down a few inches into the Moon's surface, it appeared that metal shavings were visible. Earth's Moon is the only natural
So there's
satellite
that
in the solar
answer.
system that has a stationary, near-perfect circular orbit. How does one explain the coincidence that the Moon is just the right distance, coupled with just the right diameter, to completely cover the Sun during an eclipse? Professional astronomers have been gradually discouraged from investigating a phenomenon that has been reported on the Moon for 1,000 years. It is short-lived light, color, or other changes in the appearance of the lunar surface, referred to as transient lunar phenomena. The Moon is also known to contain a unique combination of metals. According to ancient code, it includes traces of metals that are not naturally occurring, such as brass. The amount of titanium that is found on the Moon is also 10 times what is found on Earth. The mysteries of the moon and the universe are far from being solved, and the possibilities of what lies beyond our Earth's atmosphere may not be discovered in our lifetime. The facts and theories that define the universe are malleable with every new thought, technological advancement, and scientific discovery.
Yep.
Oh, Jesus Christ, that scared me.
I
Oh my
think they're
God.
guessing. I think they're guessing a
Well,
lot
I looked
about
at
the moon.
just a minute and
Yeah, a lot of speculation, but that
I have
drilling
a-
thing was
I have a
interesting.
bachelor's in geology, okay? I'm not the smartest person, but you can drill in America and find completely different metal components than you can in South America, than you can in Antarctica, okay? Just because you find metal shavings doesn't mean they could have hit a
Ore deposit.
an ore deposit, or they
Like
could have
iron.
hit, yeah, you
You
know,
drill multiple places around the moon, not
Or
just one
who
spot.
knows what?
Exactly.
Or who
Yeah.
knows what? Because it's the moon. So
right.
It's hard to kind of try to use real world
No,
situations with the moon.
we as humans are basic
But anyway.
creatures. We only assume that everything else in the world is based around what we find on Earth.
Everything in
We
the
don't-
galaxy, right?
Yeah,
know,
we
you-
don't.
Yeah.
If the moon is so many millions of years older than Earth, that means it has a whole entire different soil structure. It has a whole entire collection of 4 million years of different deposits and everything, of
It's there in space.
different
and flux.
asteroids from
Yeah.
different, light years away, from different solar systems, everything on there.
With you saying that, something's clicking
You,
in my head.
Matt,
Yeah.
you need to hear NASA's explanation of the moon.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry. It's just
no, that's okay. I was letting the conversation go because it's an important part of my job is understanding where the mindsets of the populations are coming from.
yeah.
So I know what stage
Well, I haven't
of
even said
conceptual
mine, but
limitations
it's-
are going on.
I
Go
haven't
for it.
even, no, it's not my
It's
show.
just
Why haven't we checked
Yeah.
for magnetic pulses yet? Like
See, I think
something
that
magnetic, like a
I think
energy.
I
mankind
believe
is
there's an ant, a race of ant people underneath that run it.
I think mankind is looking at the moon
Like
and our
H.G.
galaxy
Wells.
with a conventional viewpoint.
yeah.
Like H.G. Wells' story, "The Men from the Moon." If
Oh,
you've
I
never
love
read
H.G.
it, you
Wells.
need to. Well, then you need to read
His
that.
mind
It's
is so
about
Well,
awesome.
it's like,
I wish I
okay.
had him.
colony of humans that live on the moon.
Well,
And
it's
this was
like,
written
okay,
back in
ever
the
since,
20s
yeah. Well, it's like,
or early.
okay, since we first landed on the moon and everything, we said
Oh,
that the moon
there.
had no such thing as water or any traces of water on that place.
Or
That little
atmosphere.
place they
Right.
only landed to check. They didn't check
And
everywhere. So
how many years is it now that they say, oh, there's a frozen block of ice on the moon?
South
You
Pole.
know,
The north.
we don't know shit about anything else but the Earth, and we barely even know
We
anything
barely
about
even
our
know
own
that.
damn planet, to let
Yep.
alone
Judge
know
another.
the next planet to us. And
It's
it's our conceited nature, because we believe we're the only intelligent fucking species that's ever been created, even though there's how many other planets just 1,000 light years away from us?
If
I
every
mean,
star is a sun, like all those
Yeah,
galaxies out there. If that's true.
within this galaxy, there's about 600 billion planets,
right.
and there
Those
are over 300 billion detectable galaxies so far.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So, I mean,
And-
you put those together, and it's really just thinking that if humans are the only intelligent life in the universe, it's a really big waste of space.
We just
Right.
Yeah,
found
and the
that
other
out.
thing I'm going to say is 300 billion detectable. That means
Correct.
there are lots more undetected.
I don't think I
Yeah.
think it's infinity.
Yeah.
We don't live in a bubble like they want us to think. Like there's no end to it. That's vastness of space. It goes
Well,
on
they
and
say
on.
the universe is infinite. So if it's infinite, then that means, well, see, I've always thought that if, scientists are looking into different realities and different dimensions.
Mhm.
So if there are different dimensions or different realities where there's another Earth and another galaxy and another universe, and they have an infinite universe, and it goes on and on and
that
on.
Walt has on CERN.
Now
Yeah,
you know
that's
why
gonna be a
the
good
galaxy
one.
is infinite.
I think that little memories we have here and there, I think they're from other planets we've been on, and it doesn't like we think they're. Oh no, that's nothing. That's just a stupid dream.
Yeah, I've
Lately, I've
had
been having
dreams
some
where I
really
think I
vivid
may have been
dreams
on
lately.
Mars at one time.
My favorite Martian.
Damn.
See, I've never
Just call
had.
me Uncle from Mars. There you go.
Yeah.
I am the most basic
Uncle
person
Mars.
on this panel. Like I look at it
You just make it hard.
Sarah.
like I look at each thing through a normal person's eyes, through my understanding of everything. And
So it makes us all different. That's why
I
it's
don't
awesome.
ever claim that I'm something that I'm not, because
I don't. I'm just a UFO god.
no. I'm talking about like
I'm
these
just kidding.
It's
like these
interesting
NASA
thought.
specialists and everything. They believe that they are on a higher intelligent level than anybody else, and we don't even. And we just
Believe the same
recently
book.
found out that there's rocks that are movable, that are flimsy, that are flexible, and our ancient civilizations have been using those flexibility rocks for generations before we even discovered it. And we don't,
awesome.
like I said, we spend more and we try to act like we have more knowledge about space and everything else than we do about our own planet. We
Yep.
keep finding new things that was written in history books thousands of years ago or used thousands of years ago, and nobody has ever touched that or ever used it again. And we're just now finding it, 5,000 years after them, and saying,
They
"Oh, this
hit
is
it.
a brand new discovery."
I can confirm something you said there, Matt.
Yeah.
There's a lot of hidden archaeology that has been suppressed
Yep.
from the
Smithsonian.
from human knowledge because they don't want us to know it,
Smart
because
people
They
it
don't want
would
us to rewrite
change.
history.
Right, it would change the way we look at the world and how
Currency
we
would be
look at
gone.
us.
Yeah, currency would be
It-
gone.
it-
That's why they need that control, that money, that you need it from us. And
You
once
know,
we find this other thing out,
our
money won't matter.
civilization right now thinks that we're the most advanced human evolution ever, but it's not the case, because
No,
we
we're
may
not.
have
Happy
been
birthday.
more evolved in the past than we are now.
Mhm.
Yes.
Lynn LeBlanc says happy birthday, Jim.
Thank you,
Thank
Lynn.
you, Lynn.
Yep.
So,
But
Matt, you're
Hey,
not
I mean,
Jim.
Blue. Blue
it's
Chicken's here.
what's up, Blue? How you doing, my little spirit animal?
hey,
Oh, Bluey.
Who's here?
how's your egg laying going? Blue.
Blue, you're my boy.
Yes.
Blue, you're my boy. Blue, you're my boy.
Where's this Timble? God damn it. Let me give him one just because I love the kid.
But there's the temple of Ikora or whatever in India that has survived. What is it? 6 major earthquakes in India because it had floating rocks and moving rocks
Hold on, what?
built into its temple, and like that was the only that was the only Buddhist temple that survived and destroyed the rest of all the buildings and everything around it, and that one building survived. And we don't know how to recreate that temple or recreate anything of that. You know, I'm not smart. But
No, everyone's smart, just in different ways. And what you're saying,
different
holy crap,
fields.
Matt, like stuff is. I've thought about stuff like what you're saying. Like that's why I don't like talking like it sounds like that. Like to me, by myself, thinking about what I'm thinking, it isn't. But what you're saying, it's like holy crap. That's. I sit there and like think about this stuff. Like there has to be something out there that they're just not.
What about those rocks
knowing.
that move
Simple
on their
people
own?
need to go do it. You don't need these bookworms that have been repeating the history of reading books, and we don't do that. Everything changes, and they want to act like everything stays the same.
Well,
Sarah,
I think that's why we're being held back.
Sarah, didn't you tell me about those rocks that move on their own?
Yeah.
Oh, pet rocks or the jumping beans?
No, there's a specific rock that it collects enough water and everything, and it can actually move. Is that the one that you're talking about? The one that uses?
Yeah, it's the sailing stones of Death Valley.
Yes, yeah.
I thought it was like pumice or something.
I mean, technically, it is a form of a pumice stone. It absorbs the morning dew and everything, and it's able to move itself.
They actually, I think it was about a year ago that they caught the reason behind it. And what ends up happening is that this is one of those deserts that actually does get very cold.
Yeah.
And because of the silt surface that's on top, it gets
Mm-hmm.
moisture on it during the day, and all that silt on top absorbs the moisture, and then at nighttime it freezes. And you have, I'm sure you've all seen the videos of the ice flows, where ice flows on, ice forms on top of a lake, but then like the tidal force ends up combining with the wind and breaking off these ice sheets that all push in a direction. So those ice sheets are all floating on top of the frozen silt layer, but the rocks stick up above the silt layer. So that, force of all those ice sheets behind it is pushing the rock and causing the rock to scrape these grooves in the ground. So when they come back out there, it's like, oh, this thing moved 500 yards in a single day. And it's, it's just the ice transit itself that was causing it. But they finally figured that out about a year ago. They actually caught it.
It's like what is it? The I don't remember what the name of the statues or anything, but there was these pharaoh statues that was found in Cairo, and like in the 1920s, and one of them is in the museum in California in San Diego. There's one in the museum in London. There's another one in the Museum of Cairo, but they all spin at 2 a.m. and float. They float and then they spin around in a circle, and all of them, like every single one of them, at the exact same time, no matter. And they're all in different areas of the world, and they all do it at the exact same time. And nobody understands or can figure out why they do this, why they all do it at the exact same time and do it in the exact same rate.
The energy at that point is all connected on the earth.
Yeah.
I mean, that could be like, like Nikola Tesla stuff. So at one point, he can only get this much energy. And then what you're just saying right now is all those rocks spin at the same time. He may have found something and they didn't like it. And they're like, nope, you're not talking no more. Like, with something like that at the same time all around the earth, there has to be something to do with the energy of the earth.
You can even go to the Museum of Cairo and go. They have a webcam that you pay like $5 to watch for 24 hours, and you can watch it lift up and spin around and everything.
And
so you can get the time that it does it.
if you go to the suburb of Proctor, you can get your back fixed in chiropractor. That was a bad joke. Bad joke alert. Bad joke alert.
William,
It's okay.
If
It
anybody
was a
wants
dad
Yeah.
joke.
everybody who wants a back break, go to Will. He'll help you.
Go back in time in Egypt, you can be mummified too. So there you go.
Yeah. You know you can get mummified. You know you can get mummified in California when you die.
I've never said it.
Oh no, I want to
Yeah.
be burnt and my stuff go
You
back.
can get mummified the traditional way and everything. Like,
No way, I don't want to stay here. I don't
Figures
want to
it would
connect with
happen
one
in
place.
California.
yeah.
Oh, there's millions of other planets out there. I want to go.
I mean, California is the homestead of every, religion, historical religion, and everything.
So the
So,
United States, the main
Yeah,
hub
you're
is
right.
in LA
Speaking of which,
for
I was
Illuminati.
playing Grand Theft Auto 5, and you can just pick up people on the side of the road and take them up to the woods into these cultist camps for money.
yeah.
What?
I'm still getting bad
so-
feedback in my ears, and I bet you guys.
You know,
can hear
you
it
can
still.
kill Bigfoot in GTA.
No, and well, maybe in a mod, but I killed him in Red Dead Redemption the first.
Yeah, you kill him in Redemption too.
Yeah,
He's a baby.
He was
He's a baby eater.
He was when I came across him, he was all sad and lonely. He was the only one of his kind. And
Yep.
I thought long and hard about putting a bullet in his head, but ended up putting a bullet in his head.
And look, you know how long I've been preaching that Sasquatch is the last of his kind? Like, seriously, like there is not enough wild edibles or anything for thousands of Sasquatch to be running around in the woods.
That's why they have to be herbivores. They have
Yeah.
to be.
Well, yeah. I mean, they are. Yeah, they're herbivores. I mean, well,
or omnivores like bears.
Yeah, omnivores. Yeah, omnivores.
Yeah,
I think they eat meat and herbs.
Yeah, they do. They've got.
I would think herbs and berries and.
Well, 90%. 80% of their diet, like a bear. 80% of a bear's diet is wild edibles. The rest of it, only in winter do they eat.
They're smart enough to make traps.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, listen, I'm gonna get back to hey, Walt. You gonna play the rest of or you want to play that CERN video, Home Skillet?
Oh, that CERN video is a long one.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
Sarah, say words.
Oh. Now, I've got a question for any of y'all. I don't care who answers it.
I don't know, where am I?
There was a brief history in Texas, and it made headline news and everything, that there was a place that was a mining company that was able to mine into a gigantic worm-like being here in Texas. And people say that it was a hoax and everything, but I went to the exact location of where that mining facility was, and there is a huge building there, and it doesn't have a name to it. It doesn't have a advertisement sign of the building, of the business, but there is almost 1,000 cars in this facility. And I'm trying to remember what the name of that. It came out like in the 70s. There was a small like news article about it, and they had like tunnel tourism and everything for it. You could go in and see the living cave, and there was some like outrageous claims and everything here. But if you look behind the facility and everything, there is a gigantic hill range behind it, and it's in Sarah, Texas, which is a small town in West Texas.
Sarah.
Does
Yeah.
it have triple D breasts and?
I mean, the hill range looks like it.
Oh God.
But there's
But
a giant worm there too, so there you go.
yeah,
Holy Christ.
I mean, they say if it has teeth, don't enter it.
Tremors.
But you know,
Mhm.
but the thing,
What?
nothing, Sarah, nothing. It's just an old
I'm
joke.
laughing,
It's
no
just an
idea.
old joke. A joke that
Dude, I was a deal that joke was more stale. Why am I still getting bad at feedback in my headphones? Christ.
turn your headphones off and turn them back on.
I've done that like what, 8 times now? Oh my God.
Oh my lord.
So-
That's what you get for buying stuff off of Wish.com.
So this when you're
Well,
I don't want to
I
interrupt you,
didn't.
or give you some- Oh, sorry. That's it.
What are you gonna say, Jib?
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
she
so
got him off
talking
of
about that-
Timu.
Yeah.
But no,
He'll be
I
here
mean,
in a
quite
year.
literally somebody bought them for me, so I have no idea where they came from.
Oh, sweet. I get mine at Ross. I've had these for like a year. 25 bucks. They're like
That explains a lot.
175 on Amazon. Like, holy
But
crap. Anyways.
do you believe? Do
The
you believe?
magic. And
Well, I mean, I know that
Believe
there's
what?
thousands and
You
thousands of
believe
feet
in
of unknown cave systems and everything.
Mhm.
Do you?
Absolutely.
And worms can grow, you know, an inch every 6 months if they're continuously eating, you know, nutritious earth, right?
Right.
Cow poop. Horse poop.
What
It's
if
nutrition.
a worm did get so big from the Jurassic period that it just went into hibernation and somebody was able to mine into that flesh, because worms don't feel pain, you
Right.
know? So
Well, it may have been petrified.
that's what I'm thinking too,
Yeah.
you know?
Maybe they
But they
left
said-
offerings of apples.
But they said that in the 70s
Really?
they sold like healing salves and everything from the blood of this creature, and it would heal wounds like faster than Neosporin or anything else. Like,
Well, they didn't have Neosporin back then.
right.
Hey, there's plenty of nature stuff I ran across the hills faster than Spawn. I just
Yeah.
Damn right. Like Vermont bag bomb.
Spearmint.
Yeah.
Peppermint.
Yeah.
All the mints. Kill fungus.
Well, I'm glad that
Thank you, Sarah.
you're
But
welcome.
people- But people say that it was a hoax. People say that it was just a
Oh, yeah.
tourist trap.
Everybody,
You know what I
will,
mean?
everybody will try
People
to debunk things, dude.
Yeah.
People think Kolat, the incident in Kolat, Russia, where the kids went hiking
Yep.
and they never came back, and their whole
Oh yeah.
campsite was destroyed, and they found the
Yeah.
bodies, and they were just mangled.
Frozen and
And they're
eaten.
their tongues are
Oh,
ripped
yeah.
out, all that kind of shit. Hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've got basic survival knowledge on that. Like, half of their organs, like their eyes and their tongue, were eaten out by birds. Could be eaten out by foxes. Could be eaten out by, I mean,
Yeah.
by
But
any
you can match
predator
a
of
fox
that
bite
area.
too, though, right?
Yeah, but you're doing the
that's why
same
they
thing that
designed
you're saying
season?
that people are doing about other subjects. That
Yeah.
you're trying to use conventional wisdom to debunk it.
Right.
But
I
now
mean-
they said on that the tongue, that girl's tongue was cut out. The
Yeah.
girl's tongue was cut out.
But if
There's
you
no
look at
way
the
in
Which
pictures,
leads
does
to that
that.
sounds like witchcraft, right?
but if you look at the pictures
on-
though of the one that
Neon.
lost her tongue and her lips were eroded away, if you look at it, there is
Poison?
scrape marks around the bottom of the chin and everything. That's the only reason why I say it. Like,
in the snow,
it was a
because
smaller
was
predator. Like,
it was perfectly preserved because of the
What
snow, and they could
predator
check
in the cold
tracks.
like that would be doing that?
They could check
there's
everything.
hundreds. Like minks can survive into negative, like negative
Are they in
40,
that region though?
like
absolutely.
negative
But
40
they would have
below.
found,
Were
Have they
minks there
found
though?
them there though?
but they would have
They
found
say,
footprints for said minks, and they didn't find any little animal footprints that led up to
well, you gotta
the
remember,
site.
minxes in the snow, like Arctic minxes, Arctic foxes, they don't leave footprints. Anything that's adapted to the snow do not leave heavy footprints. Because if they were heavy and they didn't have extra padding or paws that were spread out to
Let's do more
displace the
investigation
snow,
on.
they would sink in and they wouldn't be as adaptive of a hunter in snow areas. Like,
So we'd have to just investigate and see if those type of animals are in that region though. If they're in
right,
that
and
region,
they
we can
say
check
that
them off
there
the
is
list.
What about when they backtracked? They backtracked the footprints, and the
Mm-hmm.
footprints stopped. And
At the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the footprints just stopped, like either they was beamed up or they disappeared. But the
There's a
bodies
door
That I
buried
can't.
underneath
That I
something.
can't explain.
Yeah.
What do you think, Nos?
Oh, I've done that myself through a conventional method. It's an Indian method of diverting trackers. You walk in a direction and then you walk backwards in your own footprints away from that point until you get to a place where there's like a rocky outcropping or something like that where you can jump off the trail without leaving footprints that you left the trail.
So the tracker won't be able to track you.
Yeah. You skip across a few rocks and then get yourself into the bushes where you're not leaving tracks anymore. They go out to where your tracks stop.
Why would a person running for their life that was going to die do that? I mean, I wouldn't backtrack myself, real carefully backtrack myself if somebody was trying to kill me. I'm going to be running. I mean, the tracks ain't going to stop. They're going to keep going if something's after me.
Well, there's been suicide squads in wars and everything that were there to do a certain mission and off themselves in natural ways. So,
are you saying there's a natural way to kill yourself by pulling out your tongue?
Yeah, because here's the thing. Why would you rip out the side of a tent that is not a snow or a cold weather tent? Why would you rip out the side of it instead of going out the opening, which is not a zipper opening or anything, it's a flap opening? Why would you have to use a knife, and why would you be running out of there butt naked? Because you're already freezing in there. There was only one stove. There was only one wood burning stove in that whole tent for 6 people. That would, in that temperature and everything, these people were supposed to be, quote unquote,
what are you saying, Sam?
hardened. They were supposed to be hardened, like naturalists or hardened, people that's had multiple experiences out in the wilderness. And they went there unprepared. They went there unsupplied. They went into one of the coldest places in Russia. And they were from Russia. They know this place like the back of their hand.
Could have been Siberian tigers.
Yeah. I mean, or it could be the legendary Siberian bears. Like, there's been spottings of Siberian bears out there. Like,
hey, Sarah.
I got some scientific facts.
What do you mean by this? What are you saying?
Oh, because the other day you were having all the technical issues. Now today I've caught the technical issues with my headphones. I keep getting feedback.
Oh.
And you guys are having trouble hearing me.
I was thinking, am I having technical difficulties or what?
No, I said I caught your technical problems.
Yeah, you infected her.
Yeah, with nanobites, the chicken turned into a rib.
That's some scientific facts.
Monkey herd turning her to goddamn robot.
Hey guys, I'm gonna head out. So
yeah,
You ain't
I
going
will-
nowhere,
Thanks for
Tim.
stopping by.
Yes, I am.
He's got
Later,
lots of
brother.
I
fly.
gotta get in
Yeah.
my flying saucer and take a trip. So
Yeah.
I'll
Well,
see
come
y'all
see me,
later.
sir.
It's
I'll be
nice,
outside. Just let me know.
nice to
Take
see
this
everybody.
sleazy.
Good talking
No,
with you,
it's
Tim, brother.
not. You know I'm saying goodbye there, Gigi. Anyways,
Thanks,
we'll see you later.
thanks for
You all have
coming.
a great night.
Peace.
Happy
Take care of
birthday,
yourself,
Jim.
brother.
Tim.
Thank you.
Night, Tim.
Bye.
And Tim
Yeah,
booked some. And the next clip we got is UFOs.
Well, now that we got that stick out of the
hold on.
mud, show what you want to
That-
show, Wally.
I'll talk about it later on in the show, but there's
Now
a
show
thing
the good
to the height
stuff.
they were at, and it could have been the vibration from the wind that distorted their train of thought. You can hallucinate off of that. The scientists also said at that height they were, and if they were on that right level, that wind
Yep.
would have made them hallucinate, start killing each other, even, and you don't realize it.
I'm already
Oh, yeah.
hallucinating
That's something that was proven.
due to these.
There's so many things that could have happened there.
Valium. What?
I think this is the military.
I think you're the military.
Yeah,
This
it
is-
looks like
this is our
parachute
military.
flares
Yeah.
or
They
or
have a
flare
net behind them.
skydivers.
Yeah. Or they could have a net behind them, and they're
But
trying
check
to
out
catch
the way
something
their
in the
shit
But
sky.
see,
stops
like
in
that-
midair.
Like that
And it looks
grayish
like a
blue
triangle
light,
Why are they all the
that
same
grayish
color?
blue light, that was like the one that was on the left-hand side of that spear. Like almost the exact same color, but not. It was a lot darker, not that light blue color.
See, it looks like a.
Yeah, it looks like the flare skydivers.
Yeah.
They do that at March too sometimes.
Now I was just bringing it up. It was in the UFO group.
Yeah. Oh no,
Yeah,
it's always good to get a lot more examples of the different types of things that are out there, because there are a lot of people that every time they see Starlink go overhead, they're UFO. Right.
Oh, yeah.
It's that
Well,
people
your
need to
satellite
be able-
tracking app, it tells
yeah,
you.
people
don't do
need
that.
to be
It's
able to
free.
recognize the things that are there that are understood, so that once you do process of elimination and all the things that have natural explanations are taken out of the picture, then by definition it's a UFO. So people need to see a lot of examples of things like that, and visually train themselves how to recognize the different categories of disturbances that are mistaken for UFOs.
Oh, Nos.
Yep.
I got my hands on some African zebra wood for the handle of what you asked me to make.
Ah,
Oh,
nice.
African
Yeah.
zebra.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
And it was a pretty penny because it's so rare anymore.
Right.
Oh
That's
man,
amazing.
it's getting
Thank
worse
you.
now. Shit.
Yes. Always, sis.
You're still there,
No,
Sarah.
no, my audio. I try to just setting up my phone for the thing. It's just worse now. It's absolutely fucking worse.
Station.
Oh my god. I don't know how you guys could. I guess you guys. Bad feedback for everybody in my head, not just my voice, but everybody else's too. Fucking
Somebody
AIDS. Oh,
using your microwave?
No, because I wouldn't be on the internet if that was the case.
Are you saying that we're bouncing around in your head because there's nothing to stop us?
Right.
That's a good way to go, Walt.
Oh,
Can you hear me? Does everybody just can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you,
yeah,
Sarah.
but I don't think-
Wally.
Sarah, can you hear us?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Sarah, can you hear us?
Sarah, blink twice if you
Is
hear
there
us.
anybody in there? If not, if you can hear me. Is there anyone home?
Sarah, I'm going to put on a straight jacket and start bouncing around in the walls of your brain.
You guys are getting a strip show from the cat flashing her tail.
Sarah. Storms are flowing in your vagina.
You have your own life vest.
Sarah, I'm going to be the naked man on the couch in your mind.
I'll be the one holding the light for you guys.
I'll be the one holding my small cock in my hands, hiding in the corner.
I'll be holding the light and the camera.
What was that movie?
3D view, the camera, you know, when you turn around and look everywhere.
What was that movie where Halle Berry was a psychiatrist in that like serial killer's mind? Like, and she was in that red dress that covered the whole entire room. Like, I'm going to be the one in the red dress.
I remember that movie. I can't think of what it was called.
Thank you.
I'm so
You barely
excited
did your
to see
name.
Dank.
Oh yeah. Thank you, the clown. Thank you,
Danky.
Dank is awesome, man. One of my favorites. Old school. Since the start of the Girly Gamer show, Dank has been there.
Yeah.
One of my main men. I love that motherfucker. I do, man. And the fact he'd stop in to hit a gym, stellar dude.
Is Fredericks of Hollywood still open in California?
I walk outside with this.
Fredericks of Hollywood? I think I you know what? I couldn't answer. I have a chick to take there. And if I did, that stuff doesn't turn me on anyway. You know what turns me on? Them showing up. That's what turns me on. Them simply showing up.
Yep.
Hey, I want to buy me a training corset.
I want to buy me a weekend at the Bunny Ranch, so fuck you.
I want to go hunt Bambi in Vegas.
I want to win the lottery so I can go to Rocket and the moon myself.
Well, Matt, you don't have to go all the way to Vegas. I mean, any town that has a strip joint, you'll find someone named Bambi.
Ooh, Bambi, diamond, or rainbow? Yes.
I love you, Nos.
I gotta bring the humor. It's the only way to cancel the big stuff.
Right?
Oh, geez. You gotta throw them off with some.
I mean, we do have a strip club called Sugars, and their mascot is a gigantic great white shark.
Did you say Grover's?
No,
Sugars. Sugars. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Thinking of sugar candy.
No, it's just Sugars. That's it. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. They have the best 5-star, $15 lunch buffet there. You can get T-bone steaks and lobster tail.
Chicken wings.
Oh, you can get chicken wings. You can get anything, but go for the lobster tail and this T-bone steak.
Nah, I can't do too much red meat. Yeah,
oh no!
I love beans, rice. I have gout. I can't have red meat. Anything from the farm, I don't eat. Only wild.
If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die with a T-bone steak in my mouth while having sex.
Sounds like a good one, Matt. Yep.
Thank you, sir. You know what I wanted to do when I die? I want to dig about a 20-foot trench, or about 20 foot wide by 20 foot deep, cave in my backyard. And I want to make a ebony throne, and I want to forge my own armor and forge my own sword. And I'm going to die like the king of Atlantis from Conan, and I'm going to be put in that throne. And when this land gets sold and archaeologists in the future come out and dig here, they're going to find my skeleton, and they're going to be like, "Oh my God, there was a great king here before the world started."
Right?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Create
Hey, that's what
an
happens.
archaeological anachronism.
Yes,
It's the best thing to do.
that's what I want
That's
to
what they
do,
do.
Nos.
Yeah.
And I want to put higher, I want to put ancient languages from all over the world on the walls. Like,
Okay, I'm going to propose something that's going to make it even worse.
what?
So you need to get your hands on old iron, right?
Yes.
So
Old iron. Okay.
and functionally, in order to smelt it, you have to smelt it in a vacuum chamber if you want it to appear to be older than it actually is. Because
Right.
ever since atomic testing began and the radiogenic particles got into the atmosphere, every bit of metal that is smelted anywhere in the world has radioactive particles in it from all the
Yeah.
atomic bombs that have been set off.
Yeah.
So if you want it to be able to test like it is the older material, then you're going to have to do the smelting
18
within a
Traditional
shielded room.
purification. Yeah,
Yeah.
traditional purification, right?
Yeah. Well, no, you've got to actually have your smelt, your
Yeah.
smeltery set up inside a lead shielded room.
Oh.
And you have to and you have to vacuum it to clear all the not vacuum suck up, but you have to create a vacuum
Right.
in this room and then provide
temperature
atmosphere
stays
to
the
breathe
same.
while you're working in there, or just have cameras set up so that you can see what's going on there. You can turn it on, let it go through the smelting process, and turn it off again.
So I couldn't do cold steel forging to knock out the impurities, like reforge, then cold forge it.
It's that when it's in the liquid state, it has to be in this environment. Otherwise, the radioactive particles in the atmosphere will get into it.
Okay, it won't shed off, right?
It doesn't shed off, no.
Okay.
And it's why they're one of the most profitable businesses in the world right now is mining shipwrecks from before World War II. Because the metal they were constructed from was created before the atomic bomb started to go off, which means it's the only source of steel in the world. Because those shipwrecks get far enough under the water level, radiation doesn't penetrate down that far.
And the salt water protects it too, somewhat, right?
Well, it's the reason why spent fuel rods from nuclear reactors are put into water pools. Because once you get past like 50 feet down, the radiation is dispersed enough that it can't actually come up out of that. So all the shipwrecks that are lower than that radiation depth is steel that exists that doesn't have those radioactive particles in them, which is important for ultra sensitive high-end physics equipment.
Okay.
Is that why I've been seeing old shipwrecks? They're like been discovering them, pulling them to the surface because they know this.
Yeah, while they're going out looking,
I'm wondering why all of a sudden
they're looking for ships to mine that are actual metal ships that were created for World War I, World War II, other places around the world. So while they're looking for ships to mine that are actual steel that they can work with, they're stumbling across a lot of other shipwrecks from a long time ago.
Right. See, I always wondered why, like pre-1700s, like cast iron spikes, like the railroad spikes, forged so much easier and so much cleaner than railroad spikes from the 1900s.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, I mean they changed the technique for the steel they made on those, but what you're looking at is that you can get your hands on old stuff like that, like old railroad spikes. You could turn around and get a lot of those.
Yeah.
From, it's like in Washington State we have over 100 ghost towns.
Right.
And a lot of those had railroad going to them. So the old tracks are still in place. You can harvest the old tracks. The old spikes are still in place on the rotted railroad ties. You can just walk along with a bucket and pull all those up and turn around and forge those into weapons and armor that are appropriate for the era. But
Because I showed you my Twist Forge double bladed Bowie knife that I made with. Okay, yeah, I Twist forged that from a 1682 railroad spike, and it was perfectly clean. Like and
so here's the ticket to really screw with people when you die. You ready, Matt? So you need to make some period accurate armor,
right,
from a long ass time ago.
Yeah.
And then what you're going to do is you're going to get yourself buried in a river valley, because erosion is going to continue wearing things down, and within a couple of 100 years they'll end up finding your body.
Right.
Because of the depth that your body is found at and the armor and weapons that you have, they're going to assume that it was several hundred years ago from now, not the actual time that it's from. And you're also going to have like an iPod and a Rubik's Cube and a Timex watch, right, with you in your little leather treasure bag that's on your hip there. That's how you screw with them.
I'm gonna get an old 1990s Nokia phone.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta go gamer here. We gotta go gamers here. You gotta have a Game Boy on.
Oh yeah, do that.
Throw it off in like different centuries. You got an iPhone, but then you have a Game Boy. You're like, which one did you from?
get like an old like 1930s like record player. Like
heck yeah. Those big old 50-pound record players.
With the horn that comes out of it.
Oh, now see, that's the ticket right there, because you can mine old stone in an area to build an underground tomb, to put all this stuff in and arrange it so it looks like this archive that reached out across time.
Yes.
Yes.
Awesome. Oh my God, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fuck with you, archaeologist.
I have no fuck idea.
Sarah.
We hear you, Sarah.
Sarah.
Check.
Yeah, and I hear everybody talk. Yeah, I hear everybody echoing back in my head. That's all I hear. Is just everybody talking at once, echoing in my head.
Sarah, do you hear me?
We're coming to take you away.
Do you hear me?
To Foreverland.
Sir,
I don't know
right behind
why my sound is so fucked up. Well, shit.
It's because you're fucked up.
Right behind you.
It's a thing that happens.
It happens. So.
Hey, John P.
Do you see a 6-foot teddy bear in the corner of your room?
What's that behind you, sir?
No.
That's weird. What is
Your
that?
mom's
Are you
dad?
working hard enough?
That's scary.
I don't look at anything hard.
I swear I'm not under your bed.
I'm not in
well,
the
you really could be
ceiling of
since
your
my
house
mattress on the floor.
scratching it right now.
I'm in your closet now.
No, because I have a couple doors there, so I can see it just fine. Now I got all my angles together
Do you hear me heavily breathing?
Save me, Clevis.
No, sir.
Little shop of horror. You guys gotta watch that Halloween.
Good call.
Life's like a box of chocolates, Sarah. You never know which one's a Matthew.
Until you open it up and they're all little birdies.
That could be chocolate, or it could
Hallmark.
be
This is
poo.
the Hallmark part.
You take the chance.
Right? Oops, I have a phone on my face.
Life is a chance.
Right?
Left.
However, what?
You said right and I said left.
You're left.
Well, there you go.
If alien, could I be the one to make first contact?
I don't know what you said.
Tonight.
I said, if aliens come to Earth, can I be the one to make first contact with them?
I think we already have. You have that feeling for something else beyond. You don't have that feeling that there's something more out there. I just feel it. And
listen, just put your number out there. They'll call you.
Never, huh? Not one time you ever thought about that. That hey, where you know this is where you've always been.
I always wondered why the KY is always halfway empty after I wake up.
Gives me rash. I can't use that petroleum junk. Natural oils. Just my skin.
What? Noth. Is there, like in California, we have beach bums, right? We have, do we have beach bum type aliens?
They're chill.
Like they're riding around in like a 1970s like Volkswagen Beetle kind of spaceship.
Right.
No.
That's a good question, because if you think about the the 60s, the Volkswagen bugs that were converted into dune buggies.
Yes.
That's more like what
I grew up in one of those.
That's what I.
Yeah, so it's the Captain Proton type ships that look like they come out of comic books. Yeah, we got those out there.
The ones that don't have lights when you're looking up, it's just like a shadow, but that's not a satellite, but you see a circle still. Like stuff like that.
Like a space.
I see that out here.
I'm just saying, like
shadow.
Like the hillbilly type aliens, the ones that don't have that high of technology in their planets, but they are scavenging like wreckages or whatever that's floating around in the universe, just piecemealing whatever they can. And
getting to know different species.
Well, it's a lot of different species that are interacting here, because it's like humans aren't mature yet, and remains to be seen whether they'll survive for that. But with all the worlds, there's the same development process that happens when the commanding species achieves a state of consciousness and awareness of their place in the universe. Then they want to contribute to bringing up other species on other worlds. So you end up with this conglomeration of a lot of species coming to one place to work together to help try to keep things on track, so things don't go off the rails the way they did here. And usually it works out fine. There's just been interference here.
Do you
believe valuable because of the water?
Do you believe?
No, water's not that rare in the universe.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Do you believe that it's the intelligence of aliens that make us fearful of y'all? Like,
it's being smarter than us.
No, I mean, fear itself is something that is evoked by the concept that something else has the power to negatively impact you.
Right.
So people are afraid of spiders and scorpions and snakes, things along those lines, because there's the awareness of venom.
Danger.
Right. There's the awareness that even though this is a small thing, it has the capacity to put something into my body that can do a lot of damage. So that is naturally a fear there. People don't tend to have fear of bunny rabbits. They have claws, they have teeth, right?
Yep.
But that perception of the scale of damage that can be done is smaller for a rabbit than it is for a spider, right? So now magnify that 1,000-fold with the realization that whatever other species came to the planet is at least 1,000 years ahead of you on all manner of technological and scientific knowledge and actual consciousness of the universe. When the planet is completely separated in ideology by people that are creating their own versions of interpretation of Bronze Age goat herder fairy tales.
Yeah.
And that is the reality by which all the governments of the world operate. They're disconnected from reality. They're disconnected from object truth.
Yeah.
So
Trust the device instead of the brain.
Yeah, and the people that are in charge know that. They know that that they don't know anything. They know that they're pretending to power. They understand that with these other entities that are out there across the universe in physical and non-physical manners are all superior to them in every way.
Right. So
respect.
If we flip the scenario around, okay, Roswell, all right. If we flip Roswell around, and instead of highly intelligent grays or whatever alien form they were, if they didn't crash down with such a quote unquote advanced ship that we didn't understand, and it was, say, Hillbilly Joe and his wife and their kids from another planet, that was a piecemealed, that was just a piecemealed piece of crap shuttle. Do you think Roswell or any of this alien phenomenon would be as powerful as it is today if it was just some backwoods alien that was like a backwoods mechanic, that wasn't advanced, that couldn't,
like ET, how we could rig up a spell and say,
speak and spell,
if he didn't have the intelligence or whatever we wanted from those aliens at that time, if they were just basic, like basic humans today, do you think that we would be in the same technological advancement? Because it was only 20 years or so we were starting to get the technological boom started happening in the world after Roswell.
And we're supposed to be 25 years further in advance in what commercially given.
Like, if it was somebody that if they crashed and they couldn't provide any information to us, they couldn't do anything to help us along, do you believe we would be as advanced with different parts and all this stuff from say 10 different ships, and we didn't understand how all that stuff was put together, but we had a basic idea of the Roswell landing because everything was similar, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there are only a couple of times that ships have crashed, but there are a few dozen times that ships have been brought down, intentionally by attack or staging. But it's one of those things that the reverse engineering of these technologies it's clear in the public record once you know what you're looking for, right? It's like the traversal of sending those Apollo missions to the moon. What you're looking at in that circumstance is that for whatever reason they were able to handle the weight and mass of the huge craft that had to reach exit velocity to get out of Earth's orbit to get to the moon, and then launch off from there with what remained to come back again, and managed to do it. And this is what people don't pay attention to comparison wise, is that the mileage from here to the moon, in comparison, it means that this form of travel was more fuel efficient than any car that was in development at the time. And flying is not more fuel efficient.
238,000 miles to the moon, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. I was just saying, we don't even have we don't even have like okay, if if this if the craft that crashed in UFO only
I just
held
read that we
3
were working on a
individuals.
magnetic propulsion system that's in the
Oh, yeah.
works.
Yeah, like
And that looks pretty awesome.
yeah,
Look
like
pretty fucking awesome. Look Star
They
Trek.
are. That's the objective. Yeah, is to
Which
get
would
people
work,
into.
That is
right?
awesome.
Because it's
Let's do
constant.
this.
It's centrifugal motion, and
See-
without any need for force.
see, I don't understand why we have to create such a huge vessel because the craft that crashed in Roswell only held 3 individuals.
Yeah,
From what history says, right?
yeah.
It shouldn't have
Maybe it was
been
just a
that big
scouting
of a
group.
vessel. Well, it
Maybe
shouldn't
it
have
was
been that
just
big of a vessel.
Maybe that was
Like,
just a scouting group, you know,
right. But if
that
we
didn't make it
created
back to the mothership.
rockets,
Mhm.
well, if we created rockets to mimic what we found at Roswell to help us go into space, why couldn't we create a smaller vessel with a bigger holding tank? Or because if they are able to do it, why couldn't we? Why do we have to have
Where
something
would
with?
we go? We don't
I
have
mean,
And it's that humans. When it comes to rockets, humans are still using chemical propellant,
right?
Exactly.
and
One way propellant that just
and that's
shoots
the
you.
limitation they're dealing with. And once they
Which
understand
is
how to create
fine,
relativity fields, you can use water as a propellant.
Right.
but again, let's say they use fuel. That's fine. But when they get up there, that's when rules change.
I mean, you could use a phosphorus accelerant, you know, if it's in a small enough confined compartment. I mean, the phosphorus. If you use phosphorus, aluminum, and what is it? Like a mixture between baking soda and something else, you can make a propulsion system out of that can move a car.
You're talking
You know,
you're talking by an amount that would stagger you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll be right back in a second.
You're good. You're good. It's just.
But anyway, Walt, did
Yeah.
you have more to show on the moon, man?
Huh?
Or did you have more you want to show, buddy?
Yeah.
Walt, are you there?
Wally.
Walt.
I had to turn my fan off.
Oh, okay.
Welcome back, Wally.
No, I never left. I just had my fan on, so I muted
Oh.
my
Okay.
Is there anything?
But no, I'm like William there. We're coming up on the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been
No.
blowing y'all's time. I'm sorry.
No.
That's
It's just the way my mind
Okay,
works.
this isn't my show. This is the Walt show.
Yeah, I know, but this was Jim's birthday, and
Jimbo.
I ran my cocksucker for too long.
Well, you know what? I think he enjoyed. Jim enjoyed talking about that. He's hella interested in that shit. So, you know,
I love you, Jimbo. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry, dude. Happy birthday, Jimbo. We love you, man. I wish you'd be around more, but I understand.
Oh no, it's all right.
No, I get it.
Jimbo.
Well, life comes first always.
Jimbo, in that mask,
And
you look like that creepy YouTube.
Valiumed up, baby.
You look like that creepy YouTube with the guy that's doing the hand thing that came out like 20 years ago.
Parties to be $5. They have all kinds of colors, like you.
Yeah,
you
I
think
know
about.
what you're talking about.
It's pretty
Oh,
cool.
yeah, you can't hear me.
I got the green one.
It's like, oh, how'd you do that?
Silver, gold.
It'd be a pretty cool mask for you to wear, Sarah, for Halloween.
My face is ugly enough. I'm good.
Oh, shut up. No one's ugly.
Are you insane, Jim? I've seen lots of people that are ugly. Like what?
Have you?
I mean,
Have you
sometimes
seen
I look at
me?
them and I go, "Excuse me." Like, are you even person?
How do you
You look
mean?
like mud figure.
Do you have any gray poop? Oh, what is this? Mercury?
What is this?
All right,
Yeah.
I guess we got more to play.
Here, look. I'll show you my.
Play the thing,
I have to
Walt.
wear this in public, just so people don't see my ugly mug.
Well,
Okay, here's the firecracker.
Oh, you better get the hell back.
See?
Cherry bomb.
I'm a ninja.
One of those
Oh
things are
yeah,
going to
cherry
explode
bombs
that
were the business.
I love cherry bombs.
Oh.
Cherry bomb.
That's in my that's in my punk rock list.
Where's the mini?
Was that an
Tigers? Remember those
M80?
things?
Yeah,
Have
they
you
keep
ever?
going up.
Yeah, that's an M80.
What
Yeah.
software, Nos? What software, Nos?
Oh yeah, there we go. We talked about the Tiger Bomb.
Oh no, it's I've got a good punk rock music list on Spotify. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Have you ever looked at the Gorilla Gamer list?
The playlist? No, I haven't checked out the playlist.
Whoa.
Well, I'm gonna send it to
There's a
you.
back cat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jim, we need you out there catching that thing.
Ow.
Oh yeah, this is these Russian guys.
Yeah.
99 cent.
Yeah, I've watched their stuff before.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me get Nos list link.
Have y'all seen that new like crime? It's called the doppelganger in India, where like two people on motorcycles will dress up exactly the same and everything, and one will come by and steal a purse or somebody's wallet or whatever, and then drive down the road, and when they get past an alleyway and everything, they point at that person that's going towards the alleyway, and then another person drives exactly with the same clothes, same bike, everything out of the alleyway and go back towards where the cops are and everything, and they go and find that person and they have nothing on them. So, and they're calling it like the doppelganger or whatever. Like they look exactly alike because you don't ever see the face of the person because they got a helmet.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right.
Interesting.
And they're starting. It's starting to come over here to the United States now too.
Yeah.
So
forget about alleyways. 10-4.
Yeah, like don't be on an open street where people with motorcycles and everything like to hang out.
Always have dogs with you. Get my horse. Let's go.
Just go for the kneecaps and the throat. That's all you got to focus on.
Oh yeah.
Chop right there. Didn't do that much. I learned that in judo.
I got one more. This next one's pretty cool.
Awesome. Bring it, Walt.
I am.
On something that would challenge the American history. Saturday, he began to uproot stumps from the felled trees when suddenly he made an astounding discovery. Wedged within the roots of an old oak tree lay a giant stone tablet covered in strange ancient inscriptions. The carvings appeared to be runes, letters from an ancient runic alphabet dating back to as far as 1,700 years ago. After seeking expert advice, the runes revealed an ancient tale of a Viking expedition into the heartland of North America, dating back to the 14th century. Could it be that the Vikings had ventured to America more than 100 years before Columbus did? In 1898, in the sleepy town of
We already know
Kensington,
that.
Minnesota, a Swedish immigrant named Olaf Ullman stumbled upon something that would challenge the mainstream archaeological narrative of American history. One Saturday, when clearing his land, he
The hell just happened?
Why did you do that?
What?
What'd you do, Sarah?
What?
Wasn't Sarah. Wasn't Sarah.
Not me. I'm not doing that shit. I'm typing in chat.
Why do you do that? Because it makes us think we're leaving. Who did Walt? Why did you do that, Walt?
He fell asleep.
Makes no sense, that guy sometimes.
Who's putting that video on?
I'm checking.
Who put that video on?
Me.
No, it was an accident. You meant to do something else. It
No,
happens on stream.
No, it wasn't an accident.
I did it. I did it.
I'm not at the keyboard, so I'm
I
out.
know who did it.
I'm on
Walt,
an iPhone 8. Our technology don't go that far.
but he's in a mid-conversation, and Walt throws the end of the show.
I like being a guest. I don't like being part.
I was trying to close that one box and it froze
Awesome.
up. And whenever it unfroze, the second clicked that box there.
Good job, Wally.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was like, the fuck happened?
Yeah. But
I went to blaming Sarah.
No, that was me.
That's okay.
Accidents happen.
Everybody's favorite thing to blame. It's like, hey, the funny thing
If
happened. It must be
accidents
Sarah.
didn't,
Sometimes.
if happy accidents never happened, I wouldn't be here.
I thought you were going to say you wouldn't go to get massages.
Hey, I mean,
what's massage? I never even got one before.
I mean, you know.
Happy ending? What?
I get that. I get that sexy egg roll. Egg roll.
Get this sexy. Heck yeah.
You want a egg roll after jerk off?
Sweeter the time, sweeter like wine.
I get that. I get that fried rice. I get that fried rice.
They give you
I like
a
steamed
napkin
rice.
to clean up with. You know that?
I don't
a
like rice.
washcloth.
The raw rice. The steamed rice.
I get round rice.
Real.
To
Not the
wipe
bleach
off
stuff.
with.
I get round rice.
I'm screwed
like
because I don't
jasmine.
like rice.
White rice.
Jasmine's pretty
White
good.
rice is the best thing for you on the planet.
No,
Besides-
jasmine
white
rice
rice.
is the best.
Jasmine is
Jasmine's
great too.
It's true.
I am jasmine
Alright.
true.
I'm just nobody hear me.
In a survival
jasmine as
situation, you need jasmine rice. Always do jasmine rice because white rice is just a filler. Doesn't give you any nutritional value or anything. So,
Well, brown rice has arsenic in it.
yep, too much of it will kill you.
Yeah.
And you can also, if you also defilter brown rice and everything and use that water, that cloudy water, and you boil it with cedar, like cedar needles, you can poison up to 20 people with it.
Yeah.
And it's not like a poison to kill them. It's like a poison to put, like, it'll put them
Put 'em
to
out.
sleep and their body will still keep producing blood. So if you have to turn to cannibalism or anything, you will still have people alive and they won't feel the pain.
Wow.
Muy interesting.
That's awesome.
I got y'all.
Information's information.
Heck yeah, man. My floppy
We're writing a book,
system,
everybody.
Shanky girl. Shanky girl here. What up,
So,
Shanky girl? You can't say
What's
hi
up?
to your boy GG? Hey, I'll be a monkey's ass. I am a monkey's ass. I mean,
Monkey's ass.
Chocolate starfish in your hot dog flavored water. Okay.
I am a monkey. I'm a big ass gorilla. You guys know that shit. Recognize.
You're a Florida skunk ape.
He's the gorilla wrestling them alligators out there winning.
He's a mariachi gorilla.
Yeah. You want to hear me fighting a gorilla, an alligator? Listen.
Day of the Dead.
He's got his sombrero and his mariachi outfit on, and he's hitting somebody with a bajo.
Wait, didn't King Kong fight a creature like that? I remember. So yeah, it makes sense. King Kong is a big old gorilla.
Yeah, we've only got a few more minutes left, but yeah, you can join up for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Copy.
Slap that banana, Will.
Do what?
Slap that banana.
You
know what?
Right.
If you go to an all natural fruit market and everything, make sure that they get the bananas from Mexico, because there's a banana tarantula, and if it bites you, it will keep you erected for 5 hours straight without going to the hospital.
Oh my God, send me that tarantula.
Why in the hell are we eating freaking jizz then? If we can do that.
Yeah. Send that to Walt.
Yeah.
He loves 5-hour erections.
I just look away.
Yeah,
I get it.
It's a 5-hour erection.
Bring her up.
So you can milk the spider then if it's that big, and you can.
Oh no, it's gotta bite you. You can't like milk it or anything. You gotta allow it to inject it into you.
The part of Shanky Girl tonight will be played by Shaggy Dog.
You might go to jail for having a 5-hour erection.
Everyone. Hey, Shanky Girl.
WALLY'S, my vlog is Jimbo.
Oh my God, my audio fucked up.
Can start.
I'm sorry.
Hey.
Can you hear me?
I thought you were just still on the. I'm a dumbass. Excuse me. Hello, Shanky Girl. How are you? All right, good to know. Good to hear.
Our lunch, it's lunchtime here in Philippines, around 11:40. Tinker, come here. Tinker.
Hey, Shaggy, your sound.
Say hi.
Puppy.
God damn it.
Yep, she's
Hi, Choppy.
satellites coming across around the world.
Wait.
But at least the dog is not staggering. The volume or the sound might be, but the dog is good. I didn't do that. That wasn't me. What happened? I am not touching nothing. Everybody just went mute. Why?
I don't know.
I'm here.
Okay. Nazi. Okay. Nazi and Williams.
I'm here.
Okay.
I just muted it to see if it'd make her quality better. I don't know if that works like that. I was just trying to gigabyte.
Puppy. Oh, puppy. And it's got low ground clearance.
Check 1 2 3 1 2 3. Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah. It's just choppy.
Sorry, my connection is very unstable.
I don't know why my thing keeps muting.
Check 1 2 3 1 2 3. Happy birthday,
You sound
Jim.
good, Shangy.
You hear me good now?
You sound good, sis.
Okay, thank you.
You're
The Game
welcome.
Boy! Oh! The Blue Boy! I would like your sunglasses. Can I borrow that?
Yeah, here you go. Hold
Let me borrow your glasses.
Mail them to her.
What did I miss?
You're missing everything, Will.
on. It's
Everything.
oh, I can turn on my light.
Okay, I will show you my turtles.
They're Glow GLOFX on Amazon. They have all kinds of colors. These are the orangish ones.
Oh, turtles.
There's
Will,
Glow effect.
you gotta do the I like turtles, kid.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I like rocks.
I like turtles.
We have
I got my
names. This is
beach.
Humphrey.
I got my beach rock.
The girl.
So it's cold.
Hey.
Hi, Humphrey.
Oh, they're so pretty.
Yes. They are.
They're big.
Humpty and
Yeah.
Dumpty. Oh, don't skate. They fought
Turtles are adorable.
turtle. Yes, they are. It's easy to have pets like turtles. And also I have janitor fish.
Hold on, family. I'll be back. Work's calling me.
Okay.
All
Take your
right.
time.
Take your time. Hurry up. The choice is yours. Don't delay.
You like turtles? Why do you like turtles?
Nah,
Who's that?
dear Jonathan likes turtles.
Yeah, you can borrow my turtles. Okay, get it. Okay, turtle racing.
Aw, I used to have baby. I used to rescue gopher turtles all the time. I found one that got stuck in between a chain link fence. I had saved him, but I had the little ones. What are the little ones that grow big? The little
Box turtles.
Box turtles. Yeah.
We rescued a desert turtle with a
tan.
cracked shell on the highway when I was younger. That thing got big. We had to donate it to San Bernardino College.
They're a
It was a
tortoise.
little
They kind of had tortoise.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, it's box turtles are named turtles, but they're really tortoises because tortoises have clumps and turtles have flip flops.
Why do I think his name had something to do with the shell?
And turtles go in water and tortoises are on land.
No,
Yeah.
Tortoise outside of desert tortoise.
I thought.
I
Yeah.
had two of them.
Okay, am I here?
Yeah. Which is really the primary ideological problem with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because they have clumps, not flops.
My camera is frozen. Okay, it's okay. It's good. Okay, turtle race.
Race. All ass. Run.
Turtle races.
There we go. We got a runner. There he goes.
Think I don't bite them. Or
And
else.
they're off. Get the dog. Get the dog. What is this? A dog? Oh, that thing hauled butt.
Wait, Yeah. Okay, turtle races. 1, 2, ready,
I like turtles.
go!
Put lettuce on the end of fishing line above them, and then they'll move.
Oh yeah.
That's watermelon made.
Now they're just sitting there.
That's how they make greyhounds when they put a fake bunny on the inside.
Yeah,
Go,
and then teach
Go.
them how to chase that bunny.
go!
Here he comes up on the finish line,
I like turtles.
and
Why you like
Turtles. I like turtles.
We are in a small
Why?
commercial break. We'll be back after this.
I like turtles.
Well, looks like we have a winner.
well, we've been shot past the 2-hour mark.
I like
Are you
turtles.
gonna Are you gonna play us out with your new intro, William?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, it's all Guerrilla Gamer stuff.
Yeah. Well, that don't matter. This is the Gorilla Gamer and Sarah and Wally show.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
That way everybody
All
gets to see the new one.
All
Thank
right,
you,
I'll-
everybody, for wishing you happy birthday.
Yeah, one more
Yeah,
happy birthday
man.
round for Jam.
Happy
Good night,
birthday,
everybody.
Jim.
Happy
Good
birthday,
night,
Jim.
everybody.
Thank you.
Hey, it was real nice meeting you. You have some really cool turtles. Thank you, girl.
That's
That's the
awesome.
turtle
Yeah.
I used to have right there. What is that? What turtle was that you just had it on?
Oh, that was just a doorstop. That wasn't a turtle.
That door's
That's
Bite.
what I used to have.
You get jealous. No. No.
Well,
No.
Shaggy Girl, it was a pleasure meeting you. Jimbo, I love you. Happy birthday. Sarah, you know I love you, and you're my partner in crime. I'll see you all weekend, all that stuff. No,
Halloween.
Yeah.
Sunday
Dude,
Gorilla
here's-
Gamer,
good.
Sunday Gorilla Gamer show.
You know what? I better get an extra king size candy.
Well, since I'm not getting an answer,
Good
Yeah.
night,
Try to make-
everyone, wherever you are.
Are we
Sweet
having a
dreams.
Gorilla Gamer show tomorrow on
Nobody can have
Sunday?
me
Yes, we
anyways.
are.
Okay,
tomorrow,
cool.
6
What time?
p.m. Eastern
So that
Standard
means
Time.
3 p.m.
Be
Okay.
on the YouTubes at the Gorilla Gamer Show. It will be comedy up your ass.
Ooh,
Like
it tickles
always.
already.
Okay, but it'll tickle your fun spot first. All right. But
Tickle,
anyway,
tickle,
love
tickle.
you guys. See you later.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be, and do you believe we can do anything? But what you gonna do for it? How you gonna move for it? What you gonna be?
That one looks awesome. The way that color is right there.
Let's go! Hey!
That can be like a sci-fi one.
Yeah, this is my life, my strife, my right to fight, to die on. And this is my game to play, to claim a brand new name, And I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm a bit nervous that I might screw everything up that I've ever done. But what's the point of living if you ain't having fun? I guess I'll try this, try that, might miss, gotta find what I'm good at. I guess I look here, look there, over where am I scared, where am I at? I gotta make it in this life, whatever makes me happy, know I'm doing things right. Sipping in the summer on a goose and Sprite, or find a nightclub for the end of the night, oh. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move for it, what you gonna be? And do you believe we can do anything? But what you gonna do for it, how you gonna move